Many people are planning cookouts with family and friends for the July 4th holiday, but with warm temperatures, it's important that your food is stored properly. Lisa Sugar gets some important safety tips to keep your food and your guests safe.
The warmer weather is finally here, and that means plenty of family gatherings and picnics. And we want you to be safe when you are planning that picnic and cooking that food. So we brought in one of the local experts to tell us how to do everything safely. I'm pleased to welcome Christine Valent. She's a registered dietitian with the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Thanks for being here. Are you ready to picnic?
Absolutely.
Now, there are tips that we want to make sure we take advantage of because we want to be safe, because we don't want to get sick for something we prepared well, especially if we have a large group of people over our house. So what are the foods that we need to be concerned with, and I guess what tips do you have for preparing and serving them?
Okay, so all your food should be prepared and served safely. Most importantly, dairy products, salads containing dairy like mayonnaise, and obviously meat and fish that's going to go from raw to cooked.
All righty. So now, what things should we do and what things shouldn't we do?
Okay, so start off by always washing your hands and washing produce that you're going to use. Firstly, with meat products, you want to defrost them safely in the refrigerator, not on the countertop or in the sink. So safely do it in the refrigerator. And same goes for marinating. If you're going to marinate the food, do so in the refrigerator.
Okay, and we were talking, I know growing up, my mom used to put everything out on the countertop or in the sink to thaw it all out, so that's a no-no anymore. I don't do that. So, all right, so we've thawed it out or whatever properly and that, and then we cook it. So do we have to be careful how long we let it sit out?
Definitely. So if you're serving your loved ones at your house and maybe you're only transporting from the kitchen to the backyard, you know, it doesn't have to be as well packed up to go. But if you're transporting it to a picnic site, you really want to put your cold food on ice in a cooler filled with ice or with frozen gel packs and transfer it. Once you get there, you want to cook your hot food on the grill, and then once it's done, remove that food by placing it on the upper rack of the grill so it stays hot, and then keep your cold food cold in the cooler and having that cooler shut as long as possible.
So we're not supposed to put everything on the table and then tell everybody, when you want to eat, go ahead, and leave it out, which we're guilty of doing at times.
Correct. So you want to make sure that nothing sits out at room temperature for more than 2 hours, whether it was cold going to room temperature or hot going to room temperature. And if the outdoor temperature is greater than 90 degrees, it cannot sit out for more than 1 hour.
I would think one thing we should all have is a food thermometer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To know exactly what you're doing, because you kind of guess with what's going on with that. All righty, so if we don't listen to what you just told us, we risk getting sick.
Yes, so food poisoning is a real risk, and that could range anywhere from mild food poisoning to severe and hospitalized.
All righty. Very good advice for your picnic or for any time, actually, whenever we're making any kind of food, to make sure that we prepare it safely and we store it safely and we keep everybody having a happy time at this party and not getting ill.
Absolutely. That's the last thing we want to do. We just want to have fun and enjoy the summer months while we can.
All right. Great advice from Christine Valent, a registered dietitian with the Lehigh Valley Health Network.